Hi, everybody. So, a question that's coming up very frequently now with all the media coverage is what is oil pulling and how do you do it and why is it so great? So, I thought I would put together a very short and to the point video to give you guys an idea of how you can begin this practice in your own home. So, oil pulling is essentially swishing oil around your mouth, and the reason it's called pulling is because you're pulling out the toxins from your salivary glands and your lymphatics. So, in essence, because you're swooshing around the oil and it's activating digestion, all the glands start pumping and everything starts secreting and moving, and that causes a nice sort of flush, if you will, of the lymphatics as well. And the lymphatics here, as you may already know, are really important in draining all of the toxins and the rasa, the juice that is circulating around the head and the neck. So really important for our immunity, of course. Benefits of oil pulling, wow, there's so many. So number one, oral hygiene. Huge difference in how your mouth feels and how fresh everything feels. Because it's oil and it's unctuous and it's rejuvenating by nature, it's going to be really balancing for Vata no matter what oil you use. So that means it's going to help prevent gum receding and tooth decay and low immunity or greater propensity towards bacterial infection and cavity and plaque formation, right? So I actually was supposed to have a root canal after my second child was born. I had really weak teeth. I probably wasn't giving myself enough repletion during that time, and I was terrified because even a filling was so painful. And so that's when I began my oil pulling practice in, sincere daily sort of effort. And within 6 weeks, my cold sensitivity, hot sensitivity, touch sensitivity was all gone. And even since then, it's been 4 years now, I never did have the root canal. Even my dentist said he didn't think I really had the need for it anymore. So it can be really powerful. There's a lot of claims out on the internet that it cures everything. It helps to flush the glands. It helps to rejuvenate the oral cavity. It helps to boost immunity. If you do all of that in concert with so many other things, yeah, it really can help towards healing. But I wouldn't depend on this as your go-to for really curing diabetes or acne or anything like that. But a really wonderful adjunctive tool on that journey, right? So oil pulling is something that everybody can do no matter how old you are or what specific issues you're dealing with. So how do you do it? You take a swig of oil in your mouth and you swish it around kind of slowly like this. Kind of like a circular motion. So it's not a fast mouthwash sort of, because you'll get really tired very fast. It takes, maybe 10 to 20 minutes to swish it around to the point where you activate the salivary digestive enzymes and everything starts moving. And what happens is the oil changes consistency. And so when you know you're done, 2 signs. One is that the oil becomes the consistency of saliva, very watery and foamy. And the second is that if you really pay attention, there's a slight sweet taste. And that's when you know you're ready to spit it out. And which oil to use? Well, if you have more of a pitta sort of situation going on in your mouth where there's cold sores or ulcerations or sour taste in your mouth or pitta markings on your tongue, use coconut. It's a great fit. If you have more dry mouth, dry sinuses, and more vata markings on your tongue and more gum receding and tooth degeneration happening, well, then use sesame for more vata reduction. And I change it up. just listen to my needs that day, and I encourage you to do the same. So just really quickly, I took a video of, this is what it looks like after you spit it out. Very watery and foamy. You can tell this was coconut oil. It's no longer the consistency of oil. And, you know, don't be surprised if it comes out darker. In the beginning, you might be flushing some things out. It doesn't have to. It doesn't mean you weren't effective if you didn't, but yeah. So we covered what it is, how you do it, which oil to use, and some of the benefits, and that should be enough to get you started. Good luck.